Hey, welcome back. My name is Ralph. I'm your yoga teacher. Today we have a power yoga class. So if you are ready to sweat, build up some heat, and just get active in the body, this class is going to be for you. Get something comfortable on, find your mat, and let's practice. Let's start in a child's pose. So when you're on your mat, come down to the knees. Wide-legged child's pose, bringing the knees on the outer edges of your mat. Bring both toes, big toes together. And slowly start to make your way down closer to the mat. Allow your hips to sink toward your heels and slowly walk your hands toward the top of the mat. Bringing the forehead down onto the mat as well. As we move through practice today, continue breathing in and out through the nose as best as you can. A steady breath throughout. Closing down the eyes for just a moment. Deep breath in. Exhale out of the mouth here. Total of 5. Deep breath in. And exhale. 3 more on your own. Deep breath in. Exhale. Last breath here. Pressing down through the hands with a bit more pressure to sink the hips toward the heels a bit further. Lengthening out through the sides of the waist. Slowly start to make your way up to all fours. Wrists underneath the elbows, elbows underneath the shoulders. Release the tops of the feet down onto the mat. And just start to slowly make some circles with the wrist and the body, just to warm up the wrist here a bit. Let's go the opposite way. Forward and back. Inhale forward. Exhale, bring it back. Almost like you're sinking back to child's pose again. Inhale forward. And exhale back. A few more times. Go ahead and point your fingers and hands out toward the sides. We'll do the same thing here. So take any moments that feels good, that feels necessary, forward and back, side to side. Syncing up the breath with your movements. And again, just slowly warming up the wrist. Coming back to neutral with the hands. And with your right hand, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, press the back of the hand down onto the mat. So your hands are going to be flipped. And once again, just forward and back gently here, not too much. You should really feel this on the top part of the forearm. Good, and release. And let's go to the opposite side. Top of the left hand is down onto the mat, forward and back. Beautiful. And release. And a couple cat cows here. Curl the toes behind you. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the eyes. Exhale, press away from the mat. Make that C with the spine. And on your own here, total of 5. Sinking the breath. Good. Coming back to neutral. Bringing the knees and the thighs together. Coming back to child's pose once again. But extend the arms and the hands back behind you, palms facing up. Forehead comes down onto the mat. Allow the shoulders to cave in. Find your breath once again. Deep breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. 2 more. Really deep breath in. Breath out. Last one. And exhale. And let's start to move. Coming up to all fours, pressing back to downward facing dog. Shooting the hips back. Pedaling out the feet when you're at the top. And hold stillness for 3 breaths. And walking the hands back toward the feet. Allow the heels to come down. Grabbing the elbows for ragdoll position. Crown of the head is reaching down. Allow the knees to bend here. And release the hands. Inhale for a slow spinal roll all the way up. Allow the arms and the hands to hang heavy. And reaching all the way up to the sides with the hands. Inhale for extended mountain pose. Slight back bend. And exhale, fold all the way down to Uttanasana. And walk back to downward facing dog. 1 deep breath, inhale. And exhale out of the nose. Inhale, walk both feet to the top of the mat for a halfway lift. You can place the hands on the shins or just lift the eyes in the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Extend the mountain pose all the way up, inhale. And exhale, hands come down to heart center, closing down the eyes. Take a moment for yourself as we get prepared to move throughout the entire body, steadying the breath. And extended mountain pose all the way up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step both feet back. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest and the chin. Over, release the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale to a halfway lift, walk toward the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Extend the mountain pose all the way up, inhale. And we'll keep flowing through. Exhale, down to Uttanasana. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to high plank. Exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest and the chin. Release the toes, release the legs. Inhale to a baby cobra. Exhale, push back through to downward facing dog. 2 breaths. And inhale, halfway lift. Step to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Extend the mountain pose all the way up, inhale. And exhale, down, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to high plank. Exhale, lower down to Chaturanga Dandasana. You can always come down to the knees. Inhale, pressing through to upward facing dog. Lifting the eyes. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, halfway lift, step to the top. Exhale, fold. Extend the mountain pose once again. Inhale and fold. I'll just cue the breath for you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, high plank. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Halfway lift, breathing in. Exhale, fold. Extend the mountain pose all the way up. Inhale, last sun A. Exhale, fold. And just flow through here. Focus on the breath, steady breath. And we're meeting downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Halfway lift, step or jump to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. And let's sweep up to chair pose. So sweep the arms down, raise them up. You can bring the hands together at the top, pointing your gaze toward the thumbs. Steady the breath. Sink down into the hips. 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Upward facing dog, pressing down. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior 1 right side, raising the right foot up to 3-legged dog. Inhale. And exhale, press that right foot at the top of the mat. Spin the left foot down. Reach both arms up. You can keep the arms apart, or if you want to bring the hands together at the top, pointing your gaze toward the thumbs, bending into that front knee. Pressing down through the back part of the left foot. Inhale and exhale. Framing the foot. Stepping the right foot back. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Opposite side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Spin the back foot down. Raise the hands, the arms. Bending into that front knee. Inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down. Stepping the left foot back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, breath in. And downward facing dog, breath out. 2 breaths. We'll go through one more Sun B. Steady the gaze between the feet. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up to chair pose. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, breath in. Exhale, breath out. Warrior 1, right side. Inhale. Reach at the top. And exhale, fold back down. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Opposite side. Warrior 1, left side. Stepping the left foot, top of the mat. Both arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale at high plank. Exhale, lower. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. 2 breaths. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Extend the mountain pose all the way up, inhale. Hands come down to heart center. Exhale. 3 breaths here. Deep breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Hands come down by your side. Bring the feet hip width apart. Inhale. And exhale, fold down to Uttanasana. Grabbing the big toes with the peace fingers. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold in. 10 breaths here. Bend in the knees as much as you need to. Shifting the weight of the body toward the toes. Last breath. Releasing the fingers. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to high plank. Hold it here for a count of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down for 5 seconds. Inhale. And exhale, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring the hands down onto the mat, placing your forehead down onto the hands. Deep breath in. Exhale. Once again, deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, baby cobra. Raise up a little bit higher. You can come up to cobra if you like. Allow the shoulders to drop down the back. Breath in. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Raise that right leg up to three-legged dog. Inhale. And step your right foot to the top of the mat for crescent lunge. Keep that bend in the front knee. Raise the arms, palms facing each other at the top. Steady your gaze. Keep lifting up through the back knee. Bring your hands down to heart center. Crescent lunge twist. So your left elbow is going to come on the outside part of that right thigh, pressing into the palms, twisting over toward the right. You should be looking over your right shoulder. Keep lifting up through that back knee. Inhale back up to center. Crescent lunge, both arms reaching up. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Pressing down on the outer part of that left foot. Right knee is reaching forward. Steady your gaze out in front of you. Inhale. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand comes down the back leg. Right arm reaches over the top. Keep bending in the front knee. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to that low runner's lunge. And step back to downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Three-legged dog, left side, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through for crescent lunge. Stay on the ball of the right foot. Inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Breathing in once again. And exhale, twist over toward the left. Right elbow, outside part of the left thigh. Lifting up to the back knee. Inhale back up to crescent lunge. And exhale, warrior two. Extending the arms out. Left knee is bent. Pressing down on the outer part of that right foot. Inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand comes down the leg, left arm, left hand reaches over top. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to that low runner's lunge. Step back to downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Find your gaze, steady the breath. Inhale to a halfway lift, step or jump to the top. Exhale, fold. Extend the mountain pose all the way up, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. 5 breaths. Inhale to a halfway lift once again. And exhale, step your right foot back halfway. Come into pyramid pose. You may be on your fingertips here, with both feet pressing down onto the mat. Keep pulling your left hip back to even them out. Inhale to a halfway lift and exhale, fold forward toward that left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step that right foot back to Uttanasana and fold in. Halfway lift once again. Inhale and exhale, step the left foot back halfway and fold in over that front leg. Pulling the right hip back, both feet pressing down through the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step both feet back to center at the top of the mat. Inhale and exhale, fold. Extend the mountain pose all the way up. Inhale, back bend, and exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back to high plank or jump. Exhale, low plank. Upward facing dog, press down through the hands. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon right side, bringing the right knee to the right wrist. Release the back toes. Staying up on to the fingertips here for just a moment. And if you have space, exhale, coming down to the forearms or all the way down to the chest. You'll be here for about 10 slow breaths, breathing in and out through the nose, closing down the eyes. So you can find a bit more space through the exhale. And slowly start to come on up. Curling the toes behind you, lift the knee up. Step back to downward facing dog. Right to the left side, lift the left leg up to three-legged dog, inhale. And exhale, left knee, left wrist. And coming down. Just scan the body to see where you can release any tension or anywhere you are holding. Use the breath with you. Relaxing the jaw, the eyes. Finding more space to the exhale. And start to slowly make your way up back to your hands. Curl the toes behind you. Coming back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And slowly come down to the knees, sitting over to one side. Extend both legs down the front of the mat, top of the mat. Coming into Dandasana for just a few breaths, pressing down through the hands, lower the chin, lift the sternum up. Good. And Paschimottanasana is a seated forward fold. Inhale, extend both arms up. And exhale, fold forward, catching the toes, the outer parts of the feet, or the outside parts of the shin. Folding over the legs. If you need to bend the knees, feel free to do so. Find the breath. You're about 6 breaths. Finding more space through the last breath. And start to release on out of it. Coming down to the back. Place your hands underneath the glutes to come down onto the forearms. Inhale, lift the chest up, point the feet and toes forward, drop your head back. Five breaths here, closing down the eyes. And slowly lift the head up. Start to remove the hands from underneath. Coming all the way down to the back. Place your hand on your heart center, one hand on the heart, one on the belly. Deep breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. Once again, deep breath in. And exhale. Bring the feet closer to the body, hip width apart. Inhale. And exhale, let it out. On your next inhale, lift up to bridge. Interlace the hands underneath you, walking up onto the shoulders, pressing down to the feet. And slowly start to release. And Supta Baddha Konasana, placing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to drop outwards, palms facing up, arms by your side. Closing down the eyes. Deep breath in. And exhale out of the mouth. Once again, deep breath in. Exhale out of the mouth. Using the hands, inhale and exhale, bring the knees and thighs together. Inhale, squeeze both knees into the chest. Keep pressing down through the low back. And we'll start to make our way into Shavasana, bringing both legs down the mat, palms facing up. Feel free to maybe grab a blanket, something to cover the eyes, or anything you need to just take rest for a few moments as we end the practice. I'll count a few breaths here for you. 3 rounds. We'll inhale for 5, hold, and exhale for 6. 3 rounds. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Closing down the eyes. Releasing tension from the top of the head to the toes. Relax your spine down into the mat. stay here as long as you need to. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a great rest of your day, your night, your evening. And I'll see you guys in the next class. Namaste.